My name is Nathaniel Hatton.
And I am Matt McGee.
The podcast is me and Matt got together. I'm not going to say when because I was the second choice. I don't know if I was the second choice. I could have been the fifth or the sixth. But anyways, Matt wanted to get together and do a podcast of County 71, aka Ross County, and get a bunch of the guys together from here and surrounding areas and give their stories. As he says, watching a hunt means nothing to him without hearing the story from the person that relived it.
Kills nothing without a story.
It kills nothing without a story, he says.
We don't celebrate death. We celebrate the memories. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I was looking for who was the best to do this with, and he's sitting across from me. He's a pimp.
Unfortunately, there's no mirror in between us, so he was referring to me.
Yeah. That's pretty much it.
No, there's a lot more to it, but, bear with us. This is the first of the series.
Yeah, neither of us has done any of this. We filmed some videos, but as far as asking questions, it'll get better.
We're pretty much really raw, so we're better when we just go straight raw.
We've written down a bunch of stuff that's going to be on it, but we just kind of wanted to get something out there to get everybody ready for this. But if you ain't never done a donkey style, you ain't never done it.
Yo! He does it way better, but I tried.
My voice is still a little rough. I've had COVID for 3 years.
My name is Nathaniel Hatton. A lot of people around here know me as Cody, but about 5 or 6 years ago I took the change. Thought Nathaniel sounded a little more professional. I also did a lot of bad things when I was known as Cody, so I needed a new alias. Just kidding. I like to have fun.
AKA Skull Man.
Yes, they do call me Skull Man as well. Check me out on TikTok, Skullman2820.
And I am Matt McGee. I don't have a cool story like him. I guess I'm the known donkey man. Race some rally and hunt, and I don't really have no cool nicknames, so I'm just Matt.
I think you guys will find out that there's more to Matt than just Matt.
More than meets the eye. Transformers.
What do you do?
Hunt. I've hunted about everything. Got big into duck hunting for a while. Turkey hunting. So there ain't no turkeys no more, so I'm done with them. Whitetail hunting has been my passion my whole life that I've stuck with. And my other hobby is I race rally cars, ride mountain bikes, got a family, 3 kids, wife. Busy enough with that, so now I've met the Skull Man. My life has changed forever.
Very nice. I like it. So, me, Skullman, my day job is I am a co-owner of an archery shop in Chillicothe, Ohio, Buckeye Archery Supply, with my buddy Bill Fall. And we rock it out there pretty much every day. And I have great workers. Chris Dawes is one of them. Bud Scott. They help me out tremendously, and they're part of the reason that this podcast can even exist, so I can get out of there to be able to do more stuff like this. But when I'm not in there doing that, from whatever hours I'm in there, I don't keep track, I'm doing all these skulls that you see, which a lot of people's like, they don't even realize I have another day job. Like, I'm doing all these plus a day job. So, do a lot of the skulls. Did probably a couple hundred last year. Probably do a couple hundred this year. Already got a bunch in. And then, I've gambled into the day trading here and there. Took an interest in it. But you can find my hand in a little bit of everything.
Do you have any help with the skulls?
The skulls, absolutely. I got Madison. She helps me out a ton. And then I have an independent artist that does a little bit of painting for me. But Madison is normally behind the scenes on everything because she's the one that has to film. And she makes it all go around, but she's kind of hidden all the time.
Well, she's been suckered into a podcast.
Which, again, she's hidden.
She's kind of like the Wizard of Oz.
Right. It's the most important piece, but just nobody knows.
Just don't look behind the curtain.
Right.
She probably don't know what the Wizard of Oz is because she's 14 and
Oh my
She's
god.
definitely 21. But, you know. Anyways, but that's about the gist of me. I'm a busy person, and I also have a daughter. She was in here a little bit ago, and she definitely could be on the podcast with the way that she likes to talk, and she took her first deer this year, which I was super excited about, and I think she's going to be hooked.
pretty much neither of us had time for this, so we thought it'd be a great time to do it.
Absolutely. And we literally probably just got together about this like a week and a half ago. How did we meet? Oh, let me tell you about this. I'm just sitting in my shop one day, minding my own damn business. Bill Winky calls me. Hey, my buddy Matt's going to be bringing in a bow for you to set up. Just a heads up. Not the heads up I was supposed to get. He should have warned me that I had to deal with this kangaroo. This guy, something else. Complete work of art. Probably, within 10 minutes, we were best friends. Then we didn't talk for like 6 months after that, I don't think. But that's okay. It was only a couple weeks because he was wanting to get a Hoyt, and I talked him out of it. So then he came in and got an Elite. And he told me he was a changed man.
Basically, he had buck fever. That's how he fell in love.
Basically, I had something that Matt needed, and that's about the gist of it. Just like again on the podcast, he heard I had a donkey skull,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Oh, I think that's the dude I need to do my podcast with, because he has the donkey skull that I'm gonna steal."
I want you folks to know he's lying. I didn't see the donkey skull until I was already here with him to set this up. But business is business.
Business is business, Matt. So watch where you're bending over, buddy, because I've got your back. Side.
Donkey kick.
How did both of you get into hunting? How long have you hunted? And then let's transition into like your styles of hunting: saddle, blind, crossbow, archery.
Easy. Easy peasy.
So like let's just dive on into the hunting part.
First off, I'm 6'4", 295 pounds. You already know I don't saddle hunt. Man, been hunting a long time. I'd have to remember exactly when it was. 10 years old, somewhere in that range probably. I'm now 27, 41, I don't know. So I've been hunting a long time, but I did hunt a few years and never harvested a deer. I never killed my first buck until I was older. It was a small 8-point. Been bow hunting for, I don't know, since it's probably 13, 14, 15, somewhere in that range. Duck hunted, turkey hunted, rabbit hunted, had beagle dogs, coon hunted, about everything you can hunt here. I've never hunted out of state. No saddles. Mostly tree stands, ground blinds, and I hunt a lot from the ground with no blind. I like to be mobile, get after them, get in there and shake them up. I can't remember if that was about all of it or not, but it's kind of my style.
I like it. That's swell, Matt.
How about you, Jody?
Well, where do I even start? I guess at the beginning.
When did you start?
Anyways, I was introduced to hunting at the grand old age of 7. My father was a very big hunter. He grew up hunting his whole life, of course, and he got me into it as soon as he could. I think he had me a little diamond bow. I can't even remember how old I was, but that thing couldn't even kill a deer. But he had me out there trying, making me, like believe I was like, hunting hard. But like, it wouldn't have killed a deer. But that's okay. He had me out there, and like he got that oomph instilled in me. And then finally, I think I was at the age of 7, and he took me with, I had a black 20 gauge Remington, and we was back on the hill. And I'm telling you, if this deer wasn't the smallest deer I've killed yet, I probably wouldn't have killed it, because I had some white long johns on, little orange hat, little orange vest, and Dad had my gun propped up there on a log, and he still had to help me kind of hold the barrel, keep from shaking. He had up there by the stock, and I shot at that thing 3 times and missed. And finally, he reloaded, and on the 4th shot, I believe, I finally hit it. And yeah, if it wasn't that little, it would have definitely ran away. So that was a good time. But that's how I got into it. And I think I was like the age of 10 when I killed my first buck. And it started from there. I think from like the next 8 years, I killed one every year. None of them were hammers, but you know, we our goal was to always kill one bigger than the year before. Which it took me a while to kill a big one, because I just started small and worked my way up.
Until this year.
This year I still didn't kill my big one, but it was a good time growing up. Killed a lot of deer, and now I shot a few at the compound, but unfortunately I can't shoot a compound anymore due to my neck, and even like doing the podcast right now, it's bothering me a little bit. Anytime I get in fixed positions, stuff like that, it gets a little tight. But I miss being able to compound hunt, and it was like one of my favorite things to do before I hurt myself. And I actually was shooting a lot of compound around the time that it got worse, and definitely sucks. But I'm no longer a compound hunter. I'm a crossbow hunter, and I have no regret for that. I have no, like, you know, people can make fun of me all the time. I'm just out there doing what I love to do, and without a crossbow, I wouldn't be able to do it.
I dare you to make fun of him about it. You'll have problems with your neck.
Damn, that was deep. But along with the neck stuff, I don't do a lot of I don't hunt out of tree stands normally. I do a lot of ground blind hunting, and with the way I worked, I needed quick access anyways, because I would leave the bow shop a lot of times early season, 6 o'clock, and I've still, even this year, we left the bow shop and I got in the blind at 6 o'clock, and I was killed by like 6:35, 6:40, and I was definitely wearing Skechers dress shoes and shorts. It was
and we'll
awesome.
tell you that story later in a podcast.
Oh, I definitely will.
And off what he said, I also, when I started hunting, I've never really talked about it, but some tragedy in life when I was young, and I was scared to be around guns. And when I first started hunting, I would go with my stepdad took me hunting at our farm, and I didn't even carry a gun. I just went with him for the first couple years just to see if I liked it, and that kind of just hooked me on deer hunting for the rest of my life. And thankful and blessed that happened, or maybe never would have hunted, but that's kind of how I was introduced.
Wait, what's your favorite ice cream flavor?
Vanilla. Cookie dough as well. And oh, never mind, I lied. Favorite is Buckeye Madness from Wits. Shout out to Wits.
Cookies and cream is my go-to. Wits is a banana split Witzer. If you ain't tried it, do it. I'm telling you.
I definitely think you two, I knew you two was seeing each other, because that's what she likes to do. So this podcast is over.
Sorry.
I set you guys up with that question. That was my question.
But cookies and cream, and since I was a kid, if we're somewhere else, I still like some Superman.
Superman ice cream.
Yeah.
What's that about?
It's just the color Superman. It's like red, yellow, and blue.
Oh.
They used to have it in Tarleton.
Why are we getting into this podcast?
I kind of wanted to do it to bring people together and not take people the wrong way. I think sometimes when we hear stories or get jealous of somebody killing a big deer, we see them incorrectly. And I think by hearing their story, we can hear that everybody's kind of doing this for the same reason. We just may have different ways to go about it and different styles of hunting, but just want to make everybody understand each other. And I mean, we're the hunting community. Everybody seems anymore like they're against everybody for hunting with a certain weapon, and we're doing this for the same reason. We need to stick together before something bad happens. There's a lot of people that don't like us, so we got to be friends.
Well said.
Barney.
Yeah, very well said.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a huge gap. I mean, even especially around here. I mean, you know, there's little, no matter what people want to say, there's little cliques.
Yeah.
You know,
and I don't know how many people I've had in my head, like, I don't like this dude, and I meet him and talk to him, I'm like, he's a good dude, you know? He's doing the same thing I'm doing.
And I think I've gotten a lot better since I'm at the archery shop and I see people and I meet new people and I'm like, man, this guy's, like, I hear the opinions of other people before I even meet them. And then I meet the dude and I'm like, man, this dude's nowhere like what I heard about him.
And I don't think people realize how tall Skull Man is. He talks about not hunting from a tree stand, but when he stands up, it's kind of like he's in a tree stand. The dude's a giant.
Yeah, I'm like 5'3". But that it always has to be brought up, no problem. Matt is 6 foot, like 4, looks like a freaking Bigfoot. Still got a little bill swinky. Local hunters. We want to bring local hunters onto this podcast so we can call them out for their bullshit. Just kidding. No, we want to bring the local hunters together. I mean, especially the local hunters. We want to bring all hunters together. You know?
Every big podcast is kind of the whole entire nationwide hunting, you know, big deer, and we have. I mean, there's a ton of local hunters that's killed big deer. That's, I don't know. I just want to get the stories out there and tell them. And I tell you what, this is going to be different than any podcast because
headlighting bullshit.
Neither one of us can be serious all the time. So and the main part is we're going to have fun. We're going to bust people's balls. We're going to tell stories. You know, share people's passion of their harvest, and I'm going to give people shit.
Yeah, he is. We're probably gonna bring on at the beginning probably just one person at a time. We're still like, you know, green on this, very, very, very green. I mean, very green. So we want to slowly bring the people on, make sure they have a good time. We're gonna start them out pinning the tail on the donkey, you know, some kind of fun thing, bobbing for apples. Just kidding, we might. So don't get scared to come on. We just wanted to bring the best podcast that Ross County could offer for a hunting community. But fortunately for us, we are right now the only one, so therefore we can accomplish our goal to be the best. It'll be a piece of cake.
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
Started from the top, now we're at the bottom.
That's kind of where the names come from too. We're going to be called County 71, which is, you'll have to look that up to see.
Yeah, come back with us.
But it means something.
If you do the research, and we didn't actually tell you what the county was already, comment in below on our YouTube and let us know what county is 71 here in Ohio.
And if we were a real podcast, we would win a prize. But we don't have a prize. That's when he's relaxing.
Just kidding. We love you, bud. We haven't decided if you're going to be the first contestant, but we think we need to save you for a couple because we need people.
Be the contestant.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So with that
figure
being
out some
said,
cool stuff.
oh, sorry, Matt, didn't mean to interrupt you.
Maybe we'll take you on some rally car rides or something.
Who should we have as the first contestant?
Who could it be? We also want to let our fans interact with this and maybe comment on some of this stuff and let us know some questions you want us to ask people. It don't even have to be deer related. We'll ask them personal stuff. We'll ask them weird stuff. We don't care. We want to know them, right or wrong.
Yeah, we want to know more about
the
guys of County 71 and
we want to get
the areas.
Rooted. We want the roots. Yeah, we're going to do some podcasts. Trust me, stay with us. We'll shake some things up. And BIG, thank you. There's something underneath of it.
Looks like a fleshing beam.
Oh, is that it for skinning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I think that on this podcast, you know, we should have a little segment where mountain man Matt over here. I teach him a few things about skulls and taxidermy, and maybe we should watch Matt flesh a couple hides.
Matt might actually dry heave. I am quite weak stomach, but I'll give it a go.
But business is business. You got to take who you can get, and the Lord blessed me with Matt, and I'm thankful for this Sunday. You know, you can't pick who your friends are.
We are blessed.
We're very blessed.
Very blessed.
In all seriousness, I'm very blessed in my life.
We're doing it. We're blessed. We're happy. Thank you guys.
Anyways.
This man is now part of Donkey Style. Thanks.
Yep.
Love you. Bye.
Until next week.
You gotta tell him love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye. Anyways, we will be searching this week on who we want to be on this with us for next week. And we are definitely excited to do the next one, because they're going to be green and we're not. So they're going to look like, they're going to look confused.
We do now have experience.
We have a lot of experience. We have 27 minutes of podcast experience, and I'm telling you, I'm taking it up a level.
Actually, about 3 hours of trying to set stuff up.
Yeah, Madison really butched the mic setup at first, and she came back with a good rebound.
Yeah.
We're very proud of her.
We'll get her on the pace with us.
We'll get her on the pace with us. She was supposed to do this last night. I have the voice for podcast. I mean...
You have the face for podcast.
I probably won't listen to any of these because I can't actually listen to myself talk.
Yeah,
but while I'm doing it, I love it. It sounds awesome. I just won't ever listen to myself.
We love to talk. We just don't like to hear it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, think of some questions for when we have people on here, and we'll get from there.
For all you tuning in from County 71, stay legal. Don't get caught.
Peace out.
Peace out from old Chili Town.
Peace, love, and chicken grease. We're out.